That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't,
quick question?
we can't ask Rashad questions.
College recruiting. I seen this video of this kid doing this, and everybody was like hyping him up and stuff. And someone said, "I would absolutely hate recruiting if I was a college football coach." and and I seen this, and I just resonated with it so well. If you guys seen, check out if you haven't seen it on my channel. I did a short. I uploaded a short of Ray and Davis, their first AAU game. They won it, and it was at Shiloh High School here in Metro Atlanta and things of that sort. So I went to the game and stuff, and it was like I was surrounded by like all the kids, all the high schoolers and stuff. And the older I get, the more disconnected I feel from the kids, from the youth. And I guess that's a good thing. That's a sign of growth, and it's also a sign of just like getting older. I remember when I first graduated college, and I was working as a younger professional journalist covering high school sports, and they would call me like sir and Mr. Milligan and things of that. And like it felt weird. That was the first time I was called like Mr. Milligan in my life, or Mr. Rashad, whatever the case might be, Mr. And I felt weird because I was like, yo, I'm not that far away from you in age. And I understood like what they listened to. I understood how like high schoolers acted because I was just in high school like 5 years prior. But now there's definitely a gap. Now I've been out of high school for a little minute, probably like almost feels like 15 years, but it ain't been no 15 years. It's 2025, so it's been 12 years since I've been. Oh, that's a lot. Is it closer to 15? No, it's not. But I've been out of high school for a long time now. Excuse me, and I feel the gap, like the disconnect. And I say that to say, if I feel it now at 30, imagine what a 60-year-old college football. Come on, bro. Like, oh my goodness, this has got to be. I don't care how cool Lane Kiffin acts. There's a disconnect there, bro. I don't care how cool Lane Kiffin acts, bro. I don't care how cool, Les, like the Les Miles little 360 video where he's doing this for the recruit who didn't even commit to LSU. It makes sense, bro. Les Miles, I'm tripping. The Kelly joint, it makes sense now, bro. The older you get, it's just gonna be a natural disconnect. Like there's no, oh, when I get older, I'm gonna be the older cool person. I'm gonna know all the things. Nope. It ain't gonna happen like that. But even if you're tapped in and you're one of the cooler older people, there's still gonna be just small things that you just disconnect with. It just is what it is. Like, even if I was on TikTok and I knew all the TikTok trends and all the TikTok dances, and I come up looking like Bieber. And Bieber, you guys seen the video of Bieber? Like, what did he say? He said, "Don't clock. Are you not clocking that I'm standing on business right now?" Justin Bieber, what are you talking about, bro? I don't know what he's talking about, but salute to Justin Bieber. Shout out to Bieber. Shout out Playboy Cardi, man. Told her I'm big like Bieber. She ain't believe me. I was a shout out in Cleveland. Shout out, I'm bleeding. Kyron Samuels. Kids will do all of this just to throw your hat in the crowd on signing day and Millie Rock while signing to your rival. 100%, bro. 100%. This is a lot. But this is like the typical recruiting trip. You know what I'm saying? So to do this and to make a kid feel suspicious, like it's a lot, bro. It's a lot, man. It's a lot, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's funny. Okay. All right. Cool beans. But salute to the young man, Tristan Keys. I wish the best for you. But when I was a kid, dog, I gotta go back to this. When I was a kid, looking up at high schoolers, first of all, I looked at high schoolers like they were adults, because it was like all the movies and stuff like that. High school, and they got like 30-year-old actors and actresses playing high schoolers, High School Musical. Like Lucas Gabriel was like what 25 when he was doing High School Musical. Lucas Gabriel. Let me see this, because now I want to know. Lucas Gabriel is 40. So he's 10 years older than me. And High School Musical, the first one came out in 06. So 06 I was 11 when first High School Musical came out. So he was 21. So that's not that bad. That's not that bad, but it's definitely some 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds, 30-year-olds playing high schoolers and teenagers on movies and TV shows. So when you see that, bro, like you looking at that as a kid, like, okay, these are adults because it's actual adults playing high schoolers and kids, little kids and things of that sort, right? So that's what's going on. First of all, second of all, they were smoking cigarettes, they driving cars, and they got jobs. So I'm like, dang, they got responsibilities. They paying the bills. They smoking cigarettes. They cussing. They driving to and from work. They driving to and from school. Like, these are adults. I'm looking at it like that, first of all. Second of all, college football was just like, it was pretty much like the NFL as a kid. Like, as a little kid, you looking at them like they're so good, especially high D1, SEC schools and stuff like that. You know, Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, like USC with Snoop Dogg and Pete Carroll and stuff like that on the sidelines, bro. It was like, for me as a kid, that was the equivalent to an NFL team. Like, and back then, it was just like, I think with the internet, you just have so many more options of entertainment and things of that sort. But like back then, I felt like stars, especially on the collegiate level, were really stars. And Johnny Manziel was a star too in the internet era. And I'm trying to think of anybody else on the football level. I think Joe Burrow might have been. Who's Shador. I'm tripping. Shador and them boys, Shador and Travis, they were two big college stars and stuff like that. But before Shador and Travis, there hasn't been a major college football star that's just like, whew, like Manziel and them boys. Like, I think Johnny Football might be the closest. Joey Football, Joe Burrow might be like the closest thing to that, bro. Joey Burrow, dog. He might be the closest thing to it. But I say that to say, like, there were like these larger than life mythical kind of college football rock star type of figures, and college football was it felt grand and large. And obviously it's still big. Like, it's always going to be big because you have them in college towns where they don't have professional teams. So their professional teams are Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee, UGA. Like, those are going to be their teams, right? It makes sense. Ohio State, et cetera, et cetera. Like, so I get it. But at the same time, it's just like, now as an adult and older than college kids, now I'm starting to look at the high school recruits as genuine just kids. I remember reporting and stuff like that. Like I said, young, fresh out of school, 5 years removed from college. And one of the coaches was like, yo, these is kids at the end of the day, what are done. But like, I'm seeing the guys like do workouts. They got, deeper voices and everything like that going through. You know what I'm saying? Like being older, having all these offers and just doing crazy things on the field, like pick the ball off, then flip and play quarterback and throw a touchdown the next play. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kids would just be so different and stuff like that I would look at them personally like as someone who's like my age, but they're like, nah, these are still children. I'm like, they don't look like no children. They don't sound like no children, this and that. And I say all that to say, now older, more removed from high school and things of that sort, I see what they're talking about. These are just kids, bro. These are just kids at the end of the day. Like, they're extremely talented. They got bright futures. Like this young man, Tristan Keys, he might go to be Malik Neighbors in 6 years, right? But right now, with all the attention, with all the, love on his recruiting visits, he is just a kid, bro. He is still just a kid. And he, this how kids act, man. This how kids act at the dance. This how kids act in their room. You know what I'm saying? He's just a kid at the end of the day. So shout out all the kids, best Godspeed to this man and his career, things of that sort. The last thing, I got to an hour. I didn't know I was going to get to an hour today.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon, you want one quick question? We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.